So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Going deep right away. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Ready? 18 Riley, 18 Riley, 79 Broncos. Come on.
They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Cousins looking to throw right away here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another try following the sack.
the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He'll drop to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's complete. Here's Brown.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Tight end going in motion here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. He's back to throw. Escapes the pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Chiefs facing a 5-point deficit. They need just the right call here on fourth down. Looking to throw.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays. In this case, two teams that rely...
Oh, big hole, left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, it's right away. They're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Vic. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
Up the middle they go. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and hand.
He is in. Touchdown, Eagles. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. off the play fake. Here's Vic. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. To the air, it's Vic. That one intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Here's Vic. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, Vic. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of... So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On third down, it's Vic. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This fielded inside the 35. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's first and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Just refusing to... winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Now a give up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
So we are through 3. This is... an enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now Murray keeping it himself. Inside the 25. Big time play for Philly. 41 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Crazy. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll try the right side this time. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Vic gonna look to throw. And he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Vic. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Vic. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense. First and 10. It's a designed run for Murray. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
To throw, here's Vic. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that final throw here is intercepted. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll run on first down. Thorpe. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He may go. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run over center with Peterson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second down, Peterson again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually dead.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Adrian Peterson still with a nose for that end zone, scoring from a yard out. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down, Peterson again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Thorpe. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. On first down, Thorpe. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Slot man moves right. Throwing to start the drive. Esiason. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Esiason. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach.
And we welcome you back live
half.
now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. 5, 10. Still on his feet.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They start the drive with Peterson. A little juke. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
He's got a full head of steam. The race is on.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes this 35-0 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he... Punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They run again with Peterson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A 10th carry now for Peterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw.
Esiason.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Peterson will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Amari Barno able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Jordan Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the veteran Mike Vick. Of course, he had 6 seasons in Atlanta and then 5 in Philadelphia.
And how about the overhaul that his career took while he was in Philadelphia? Because he had gone through some times, right? Gone through some rough patches. Gets to Philadelphia, gets another opportunity, And in 2010, leads the Eagles to the playoffs, and he's the NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
And now he's back in the city of brotherly love.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Michael Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now here's Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. Thorpe. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe.
Through the middle of the field. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Vick to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing, Vick. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And that flag accepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. Thorpe. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 89 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now a handoff up the middle. Thorpe, the Butte, fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Vic now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McNabb. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he returns this to the 22. New York ready to go again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Vick loses the football. It's out.
And it's picked up by the Eagles.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adrian Peterson scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 30. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Vick.
That's taken in left side by Vele. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, Elmer Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A give left side to Robinson.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Things have certainly gone their way in this one, largely thanks to the efforts of their running game. As we scroll through some of these highlights, this has been a masterclass on how to run the football.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Adrian Peterson off to the races on his horse. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Adrian Peterson with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. AP still got it. Up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw, Vick.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Vick readies to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Amari Barno picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL's single-game rushing record.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Fights off the defender. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. Take
Adrian Peterson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually...
Quarterback, wing that award. One bite at a time.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
They'll stay on the ground. Past midfield to the 45. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. This drive will start on the ground. Room up the sideline to the 20. Down the sideline past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. And we're... They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Eagles. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end motioning left here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Third and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. And the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here comes a return. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline to the 15. Room up the sideline at the 45. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he's going to give himself up. Dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. We're going to start with very poor field position. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He gets 3. Still going. And he is gone. 90 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On second down, Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action here. Mahomes taking off, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Throwing from the gun. Here's this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, 3/4. On comes the Chiefs punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Taken at the 19. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Up the sideline to the 15. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's inside the 40. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But, see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw is Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Third and long for Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Space to run, inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Eagles stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Mahomes back. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away for breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And, Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays, Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Through midfield. 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's on the Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
You want to take somebody out of the game right away? Well, that's a pretty good way to do it. 3 plays, 3 sacks. Not a single positive yard. Defensive guys are celebrating. As an offensive guy, that was terrible.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will take possession. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Up the sideline, past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull that in front further, 13-zip. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get yourself in the rhythm. get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. So that brings us to the end of one. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. It's a two-score game early. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. Starts from the 44. Whoa, and he gives himself up quickly to the surprise of, well, us and his entire team. Awful field position to start. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Plowing up the middle. He breaks the tackle. Shakes off a defender, and it's a foot race. The 40. Into the red zone. Powering across for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it's the Chiefs in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Another try following the sack. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Brock, what did we just see there? Is that some new strategy that I've never seen before for returning kicks?
Nope.
Because I don't think we're ever going to see it again.
I don't think we'll ever see maybe him again get that chance.
Ooh. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. Broke through the tackle. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Another carry for him. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Culp with a catch. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Play action, Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Our apologies. Halftime performers and anyone hoping for a quick snack break. Nope, not this time. We're pushing right through and getting the 3rd quarter started. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Chiefs have... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's 2nd and 2. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. 3rd and just 2 to go. A tight end in motion now. 3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Punting unit out now. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Takes it in at the 21. New series coming up following the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Kicks this one outside. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, no dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Mahomes. And they get to him again. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Patrick Peterson. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Juke the defender. He's across the 35. Through the 45. At the 20. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles have it on the edge of their own goal line. They're at the 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. Off to the races. Middle of the field. Hits the 20. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Stays upright. So it's an Eagles win.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Richard Sherman. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. Here's a first carry for their running back. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
3rd and long. To the air, it's Peyton. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As he's standing right around his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Room to run inside the 40. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Hopkins sent in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw is Manning. He keeps it himself. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Manning. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Peyton going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Eagles. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Manning. He's going to air this out for Davis. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits...
Big opening up the middle. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Throwing now, Manning. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. They'll send their tight end left. Here's Manning. A hit, and he has lost the football. But a fortunate bounce, he got it right back. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Manning. Going up top. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It's one of the best ever, Patrick Peterson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Eagles continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 40-0. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To the air is Manning. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Now a give on the ground. Inside the 30. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Touchdown, Eagles. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Hopkins sent in motion. He fumbled the football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case,
and they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. going to motion the tight end over here. Now Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he coughs up the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
First and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
To throw, it's Manning. And more of the same. Another interception. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They send the tight end in motion. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. That is fielded at the 20. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. And now they'll try to finish up strong. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. Whoa. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will score again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Looking to throw is Manning. Open man, it's Davis downfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
From the 50, he'll set him to... And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Eagles have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.